What's up guys, Chuck Palmer here. This is the car charger adapter which won't be used because the hardwire kit will be used instead. I will be installed this highly recommended hardwire kit for this dash camera for a neat installation with a little wire showing. This hardwire kit also makes it possible to activate 24-hour monitoring or parking features. This kit has a low voltage protection feature which shuts down the camera when the vehicle battery drops below 11.8 volts. This will allow you to start your vehicle whenever you are ready to hit the road. This comes with 4 different fuse taps and one will work with your vehicle. If you won't be using the hardwire kit, you can plug in the adapter that came with the camera and run it along the roof. Try and hide as much of the wire as possible, and you may have to run some wires under some panels. If it happens that the adapter wire is not long enough to get to the 12-volt plug, you may have to cut it and add wire to extend the length. The hardwire kit though is the professional option and I will show you how to install it. Find the fuse tap that works with your vehicle. For a Japanese and American vehicle, it's likely to be the LP low profile mini fuse type. These come already installed in these fuse taps. Connect one tap to the red wire and the other to the yellow wire. Ensure that you cover the connection with these tubes. You may use tape on these for added protection. Locate your fuse box. For some vehicle, it will be under the steering column. For others, it will be to the side like this Nissan. You can do a Google search or check your owner's manual if you're not sure. Some fuse boxes will be covered like this one on this 2014 Toyota Highlander. Remove the cover. Now I need to find 2 fuse slots to be used for the next step. One fuse slot that provides constant 12-volt power even when the vehicle is off to be connected to the yellow wire, and another fuse slot that only provides power when you turn your key or push button to the accessory position, and that fuse slot will be connected to the red wire. Note that different hardwire kit suppliers alternate between yellow wire and red wire for constant and accessory power, so read the user manuals that come with your hardwire kit. For this GKU brand, follow these steps. Let's find these fuse slots. While the vehicle is off and totally off, use a test light or multimeter to find a slot with power to connect the yellow constant 12-volt wire. This slot will always have power whether or not the vehicle is on and off. Connect the wire end of the test light to a ground on the vehicle and start testing empty slots if you have some. Test both sides for power while making notes of the ones that do not have power. These will be tested later for the red accessory power wire. Use a marker to mark these fuse or slots if you have to. If you find an open slot with power, just insert the fuse tap that is connected to the yellow wire for constant 12-volt power. Note that no fuse is needed to go here if you found an empty fuse slot. It was already empty, so leave it empty. For this 2014 Toyota Highlander, there is no empty slot, so I will test 15 amp fuse or higher while make note of the fuses that do not have power while the vehicle is off. Again, you can use a marker to mark these. The ones that do not have power will be possibly red accessory fuse slots to be tested later. When you get power while the vehicle is off, you have found your fuse. I found one here. You can see that the test light has power. This has power while the vehicle is off. I will remove the fuse and insert it to the left side of the fuse tap. Now insert the fuse tap that is connected to the yellow wire. Remember, the yellow wire for this kit is the constant 12-volt wire. Now for the red accessory fuse tap. Turn the key to the accessory position, which will be the first turn for a key start vehicle. And for button start vehicles, press the start button once while your foot is off the brake so the vehicle doesn't start. If you have empty fuse slots that you checked earlier that did not have power when the vehicle was off, check them now to see if they now have power. Just insert the fuse tap that is connected to the red wire in the empty slot without adding a fuse. Remember, no fuse was here, so do not add any fuse here. For this 2014 Toyota Highlander, I now have to check the fuses for this vehicle that I made note of earlier that did not have power when the vehicle was off. Now I get power here while the vehicle is on. This fuse did not have power while the vehicle was off. I will remove the fuse and insert it in the fuse tap. Now I will insert the fuse tap that is connected to the red accessory wire slot. Here I'm connecting the fuse slot to the red accessory wire again, just to ensure that it is the red wire. So the red and yellow wires are now connected. Now it's time to find a ground source which is connected to the frame of the car. Here is a good ground source for me. You can use a multimeter to test for continuity to see if it's a good ground. Connect one end here and the other end to the exposed point that you know has contact with the frame of the vehicle. This multimeter is set to test continuity in the beep mode. A strong beep indicates a good ground. If you don't have a multimeter, use the test light. If it lights up solid, you have a good ground. But the best test is to use a multimeter. I'll loosen the nut and secure the ground wire here. If you can't find a nut close enough like I did, you may have to get extra wire and run it where you can find a good nut to ground the wire. That's it for the wire connection. Now it's time to secure with tie strap, then run the wire to the camera. You might have to remove trims and panels to do so. It will be different for different vehicles and you may only need to remove a side panel or one like this here. For this 2014 Toyota Highlander. Now I will run the wire through this hole and push this panel back in place. I will now tuck the wire under this rubber. I will loosen this panel covering the airbag and tuck the wire under the airbag so it's out of the way in the event the airbag is deployed. I will plug in the hardwire kit in the camera and work backwards. Now I'll run the wire under the roof along the windshield. Now I can reinstall this cover. That's it for the installation of the hardwire kit and the rear camera. Thanks for watching this video guys, and before you go, please like this video as well as subscribe to my channel. Track Palmer out. See you on the next one guys.